Hey, kia ora whānau, welcome back to Kaitaki Marakai for 2024. We're back in the garden. Over the Christmas period and New Year's, I've been collecting seeds. That's been my main little activity, which you would have seen around the place. So we've collected pawpaw, kamokamo, rock melon, seeds for piri, which actually I've just planted some more down in this little bay in here. There's a gap once we made this. But here's the kumara. Here's what that kumara looks like. Look at that, got some mushrooms coming up too. So they're taking hold. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And around the other side, we've got I put in some tomatoes along the edges. So the idea being is this was a no-dig garden that we started last year, and oh yeah, there's another potato, mushrooms, and the birds loved it. With a no-dig, we built up the compost level, and I've just framed it so I can kind of keep the yard tidy and the garden tidy. So I've just put a bit of a raised bed around it, just to hold things in, and to stop the birds from digging in and then tipping all the stuff on my grass. But yeah, so this had our piri initially. Now I've planted out kumara and some other vegetables are growing in there. What are those? I think they're a melon of some sort. But yeah, she's looking pretty good. Around here, our tomatoes planted out. So they're coming along quite nicely. Need to tidy it up a bit, which I have, in the sense of gone through and tidied up each tomato, but I've got this other fauna and flora that are growing. I just need to get on control of it. And my seedling bay is a little bit slow due to the holidays, but last week I planted some cabbages, which is here. I'm going to do some more broccoli and that. Rosemary is growing. Tried doing those, but they never came through. Momo wa. Green peppers. These ones here are leeks, which I'll plant out soon. These are spring onions. We love spring onions, so we'll plant out those soon. That we've got here. I'm going to give them a bit of a water. Another week, we'll pick those out, and then we'll start our winter planting, because they take so long. So for example, 12 to 16 weeks harvest. See the bottom here? So to summer to autumn. So I tend to go to 16 weeks out. So we do 16 weeks from now. So that's February, March, April-ish. Yep. So we need to prep. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to seed out another tray, probably of broccoli or whatever I've got in this seeding area. Have that ready, water this lot, and then I'm going to start getting into a habit of moving through start with my germination process, watering, working through all the way through to my harvesting. So you'll see that this year. Big thing that we're going to be doing this year is seed bank, start storing up seeds that we're growing, like for our beans. Let's go have a look at the beans. So we got given some beans from whānau down in Whangarei. and she was saying that they don't sell those type of beans anymore, which we have started growing, and I haven't used all of them because I want to figure out a way of then saving my own seeds. So here's the, look at that, it's looking good, eh? Look at that. Bolting. Got these ones in here are my beans. And these are the ones that were given. Now I believe, I'm happy to be corrected, if I actually let these grow and eventually dry out, they'll go brown and they'll look like the seeds which I'm about to show you. But these are lovely. Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, so I've got these beans growing. Josie loves them, we love them. She said it reminds her of her mum. Mum loved these beans. But look at that, heaps of them. Can eat them straight away. Let's pick one up to show you what it looks like. But we eat the whole thing, slice them. But those in there, if I let them grow, they'll be the things that I'll save. And I'll just run into the shed to show you what they look like. While I'm doing that, I'll be eating these. Tomatoes there. Cucumber under there. Harvested a whole lot of lettuces yesterday. We're composting, so we're planting our lettuces under there. Add in some more materials. Nice. And in here, my seed bank. Here we got pumpkin. We've got the hue, tautoro. We also harvested some rock melon, which I didn't know was cantaloupe. Did a bit of research, and they're 100-day harvesting fruit. 12 days to germinate, sowing week 3 to week 7, and then 100 days after that plant them. Good time to have them growing is between February and April, so which means that I'll hold these, do the germinating and prepping seedling part earlier, so that I plant them before Christmas and to grow over the period. But yeah, the beans, here's the beans I was telling you about. Flat beans, climbing, according to these whānau, not selling anymore. So yeah, they are there, flat beans. So I believe if I let them grow and dry them out, they eventually turn out like this. So before I utilize all these up, I need to make sure that I can actually save some. So I've planted direct sowed some more of these across the fence line beside my worm farm. And then I've got that trestle that I showed you just before, which we germinated from seed ourselves, planted them from seedlings, and I'll put that away later, which we were able to eat the beans. So part of what I'm learning to do now and thinking about, and my mother making a kai space, is figuring out how to take the produce that we're growing and make them sustainable. Meaning that, for example, piri, I've kept some, and I'm also using some as planting. Potatoes, same thing, planting. So I keep 2 pillars aside to plant out for the next season, or I replant. So like over there, I've planted some piri along that edge because we've got a nice big edge here. before Christmas when I harvest some of that piru. I also put some in here just to see what would happen. So this is a little tester and they're coming through. I've got my tāpapa, which I raise my kumara shoots, and in one of the beds over here, which is that bed, we've planted underneath the tomatoes a whole lot of kumara. So it's trying to find the balance of utilizing the resource for kai, but then also at what point do I then let the plant go to its natural process of creating seeds to plant out for the next season. So I'm working all that out in my planning whilst planting out other vegetables. And yeah, anyway, that's what we're doing. That's what we're thinking about at this time of the season and this time of year. Thinking about growth, thinking about what can we celebrate, thinking about sustainable activities for our vegetables. So like, look under here, look, 1, 2, 3 pumpkins under here. And if I come around here, sorry I've been moving so quickly, 4, 5 more pumpkins, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And down on here. Yeah. See the others, 10 pumpkins so far we've got growing around the place. Yeah, got another couple of pumpkins over that way. But at the moment we've got about 10 pumpkins. And here I was thinking about supporting it, but it's actually sitting on the wire. So I think it's going to be okay. And the wire underneath. Got a couple more there. And then our corn. Yeah. So I got plenty of pumpkin seeds. Got one that I've stored up at the moment. Nice big one down there. So we'll just let them grow and die off. And the corn, yeah, I'm pretty stoked with this. Pretty happy with how corn's come along. Probably got over 25 cobs in there, and we'll just let it go through its process. Anyway, if you watched this long, I really appreciate it. Thanks for your support. Hey, we hit over 500 subscribers yesterday morning, so that's pretty awesome. Thanks for joining in with us and sharing in our journey around food security sustainability, applying indigenous practices from the native peoples of New Zealand, Aotearoa, which are Māori practices, of which we are Māori, and so Huapara Kore, understanding the whakapapa, the mauri, the mana, the wairua, maramataka, and te ao tūroa, or maramatanga and te ao tūroa. I've talked about these before, but these will be things that we carry on. If you're not sure about that, just keep watching and join us. But this is all our training. We're going to be running some workshops. I've got a workshop coming up here in February. We've been invited to participate in the North Garden Trail, Te Ara Marakai in February. So we'll be opening up our backyard for guests to come and have a look and talk about our kaupapa from principles of permaculture, principles of Huapara Kore, and so forth. So if you're around, have a look at Waiatua Trust calendar, and you'll see some dates on there on the Marakai or Mahinga Kai section, and you're most welcome to come and join us over those dates and sit down and have a little wānanga with us. Yeah, and if you've got some seeds, we can do seed swaps. Okay, alright then. God bless. Hey, good night.